Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies podcast with your host, Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
Hey everyone, Shikha here. Welcome back to another episode in my podcast, The Millionaire Hippie. And today we'll be speaking about trusting in the process. Now, a lot of you maybe are entrepreneurs, or you're aspiring to be entrepreneurs, or aspiring to be digital nomads, whatever it might be. A lot of us have this thing where we want to know all the answers. We want to know how everything is going to go right in the beginning. So we want guarantees, basically. We want to start a business and be told from the beginning, this is how much money you're going to make, or, don't go into this business because it's going to be not a success. And we want to be told everything's going to be fine or everything's going to be bad, so don't go here, don't go there, or go here, etc. And I want to kind of make an analogy from entrepreneurship to travel. So I don't know if any of you are major travelers, but if you are, and I'm guessing you are because you're listening to this, is the fact that travel is a very organic process. So a lot of us will plan things. Obviously, you're going to plan because that's who we are. We have to plan. I have learned that a lot of times planning is completely useless, so I've stopped planning in general as much as possible. But we have to plan a few things, like we have to buy our tickets to a place. We have to book our hotel room maybe, or we have to book certain things. We kind of plan for all the food that we're going to eat, etc., right? But a lot of you know that when you actually go on to the journey, and when you actually get to that place, or you go to the hotel room, and you have planned all these things, it never, ever ends up the way it's supposed to be in your plan. So you might plan that you're going to do this today, and you're going to do that tomorrow, and then you'll end up meeting someone on a ferry ride, or you end up crashing at someone's place, and they tell you should go here instead. And so you actually end up doing the travel in a very organic way. You're told to do this and you go do that, and then you end up meeting someone else. It's a very interesting process and never ever ends up the way your plan actually ends up, right? So it always ends up being completely different, but fun. It ends up being something that's absolutely astounding, and you don't take the travel takes you, is how they say it. I think entrepreneurship, business, and life in general is exactly like that. A lot of times you plan for certain things. We have this plan that we're going to get married at 25, we're going to have 2 kids, we're going to do this. A lot of people end up doing these things because they had a plan, they want to follow it. But a lot of times when you have a certain plan, it never ever really ends up being that way. And if you are so stuck with your plan and you can't be flexible about it, I find a lot of times you're actually robbing yourself of the spontaneity of life, of actually following through and doing things in a way that might actually be more fruitful than if you just followed your plan. If you were traveling to a new country, and if a local told you, no, instead of going where you're going, go here, and you said, no, I have a plan, I'm going to follow my plan, I'm not going to listen to you, I think that you would actually lose out a little bit, probably a lot, because the local obviously knows more than you, and he's giving you advice for a reason. And maybe, the universe is trying to send you a sign. Maybe don't go this way, go another way, because you'll end up meeting the love of your life, or you might end up meeting someone who's going to become your business partner. So many different things can happen in this interweb of life. And so I really want you guys to think about how you can start bringing more spontaneity into everything that you're doing and less planning. Now, a little bit of planning is always necessary because we have to plan a little bit just in general with life, with the way that we live in this society that requires us to plan a little bit. But a lot of times I want you to bring flexibility and adaptability into your plan. So if something doesn't go according to plan, I don't want you to feel bad about it or feel like the whole world is falling apart, like a lot of times we do feel that way. But think about it as a sign from the universe that something better is coming your way, something better is being sent your way, or you're going to end up doing something amazingly better. And so keep your mind open and feel like everything is happening for a reason, and everything's happening for a good reason. The universe is sending you in positive, amazing directions, and the reason something didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen is because something better is coming along. Something amazing, something that's going to absolutely change your life. And if you go into every situation with this kind of mentality rather than thinking that the world is falling apart, I think you'll have a better overall experience with life. And also, I feel like you'd be open to so many new experiences that's going to bring joy, fulfillment, gratitude, and openness into your life. It's just going to be a better experience all around. Specifically for entrepreneurship or business, that's, I think, so important because, like I said, all of us want guarantees when we first start something. We want to know that we're going to be great at it, and so we should keep on going, or we want to know that we're going to be crap at it so we can quit right away. But entrepreneurship, life, business, or travel, whatever it might be, it's not like that. You might start off and you can have a couple of days of a really, really horrible work and you're hating it, and all of a sudden you get a new contract and you love it, and all of a sudden you realize the client's not that great, so you hate it. It's always a roller coaster of a ride. You never really know what's going to come up next, what's going to happen next. You need to keep on moving with it. You need to trust in the process. Trust in the journey rather than the end result. Focus on the journey and focus on the process rather than the end result. Because the fun part is actually the process. The end result really doesn't matter because it never really truly ends. Like they say, the ending of a story is actually when you just stopped writing. It's not actually the end of your story. It's just when you decide, okay, this is where I'm going to stop writing this story. In the same way, life, nothing really ever ends. It's just where you decide, okay, this is where I've decided to end this now. I'm going to move on to something else. But it's always continuing forward and onward. Even after you die, if you believe in reincarnation, you're still moving onwards and upwards with your life. There's nothing that's really ending. And if you don't believe in reincarnation, even if you keep on going after death, if you have nothing after death, if that's what you believe, then until the point of death, you're going to keep on moving forward. You're going to keep on doing things. Things are going to keep on changing. So there's never really an end there either. So trust in the process and focus on the process, on the journey itself, rather than focusing on the end result. Because you have no idea what the end is going to be anyways. You don't know if you're going to succeed or fail. If you keep on going with it and you just keep on just loving the process, loving the journey, then you're going to keep on having fun with it. You're going to keep on doing things that really, really inspire you and aspire you to be better. And that's all really that we can do. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if you're going to be here or not. All we can do is focus on each moment, each process moment, each journey that we're taking, and just keep on going with it. Don't worry about what's going to happen, if you're going to be successful or not, if your travel is going to be nice or not, if you're going to end up meeting someone and have babies or not. Whatever it might be for you, just focus on the journey. Focus on having fun. Focus on being happy. Focus on all that good stuff rather than what's going to happen in the end. Because if you do it that way, everything is going to be so much fun, and organically it's going to flow in a way that's more suitable to you. If you become extremely controlling, I find when I become extremely controlling, I'm controlling the process, and I actually miss out on opportunities that are sent to me by the universe, signs and signals that the universe sends me to follow a better path, a path that's better suited to me. Just to give you an example, when I first started in my online business, I was thinking about starting a yoga studio. But because I wasn't tied to the end result, I wasn't tied to what I wanted to do, I was kind of going along with the process. I was focusing on the signals that the universe was sending me. I was waiting to hear from the universe, and I was just having fun with it. I realized that yoga studio wouldn't be a good idea for me, and I kept open to the ideas, and then I realized that coaching would be a better idea. And then I started doing a lot of different kinds of coaching. So I started with life coaching, and then business, and then meditation. And then right now I'm doing a digital nomad coaching, which is actually working out really well for me, and people are really connecting with me on that. But because I wasn't connected to anything specific, and I just kind of kept on moving and flowing along with what the universe was sending me, what my clients were thinking, what my customers wanted, I was able to be more flexible, and I was able to enjoy the process more rather than getting stuck in one zone. If I had gotten stuck on my first idea, I wouldn't be sitting here in Chiang Mai recording this podcast for you. I would be in Toronto, maybe struggling with finding a location or struggling in general, And so right now I'm not struggling. I'm having an amazing time, and I feel like flowing better with the universe than I was previously, and I'm loving everything that I'm doing. Again, it would not have been possible if I had gotten stuck to my plan and I hadn't just flown along with the process, connected to the process, connected to the universe. And a lot of this obviously comes from meditation, because of the process of meditation, because of being in silence, because of being in stillness and connecting to the present moment in every moment. I'm able to stay connected to all the different things that are happening in the moment, rather than running and rushing and trying to always go to the next moment, trying to make things happen. I'm, instead of pushing things pushing at things, I'm pulling them towards me in a very gentle, kind manner. The universe is sending me all these ideas and suggestions and people, and I'm just accepting them into my life rather than pushing and making things happen, grasping at things and being very, very inflexible about it. So I hope this kind of makes sense to you. A lot of the things that I talk about have a lot to do with my connection with the universe, with meditation, with manifesting. And so if something doesn't make sense to you, I'm always open to you guys sending me questions. Just email me at boomshikha@themillionairehippie.com, or you can join my free Facebook group, the Millionaire Hippie Club, and you can message me there, or PM me on my Facebook at boomshikha. So whatever method you choose, you message me and converse with me, ask me questions. Get on that train. Do not be afraid. I'm always here to answer any questions you might have. Again, my name is Boom Shikha, and I'm so grateful that you chose to spend some time with me. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.